Hey, it's Captain Bubblebeard here, back, and or otherwise known as Vin. We're going to get straight into it. We're going to do a recap of the big events this weekend, which was ONE FC Fight Night 7 and Felipe Pena versus Nicky Rod, who wants to be number one. So let's get straight into it. So the first big event was Danielle Kelly versus Ayaka Miura. Sorry, I butchered that name. At ONE FC Fight Night 7. So this was a big female match. In the end, Danielle Kelly came out victorious with decision, and she controlled most of the fight on top and through the back as well. And Ayaka really tried a lot with scarf control and tried to attack scarf control. And in the end, Danielle Kelly came out victorious. So it was a good solid fight. So if you get time, go show some support to those girls, and they won. Danielle Kelly won. Second big event was obviously liking this video and subscribing. Sorry, you guys knew that was going to come. And the second actual real main event was who's number one with Felipe Pena versus Nicky Rod. So this was originally slated for Pena versus Gordon Ryan, but Gordon Ryan got sick with a stomach issue and was replaced by Nicky Rod. So sucks that we didn't get to see the main event that we were all hoping for, but we got a really good main event nonetheless. So it was a good solid event. There were multiple fights, so we'll just run through them quickly. So we had Renee Souza defeating Kieran Kitchuk, sorry, shit with names, via knee bar. We had Jasmine Roach defeating Amanda Bruce via submission. We had John Gracie versus Olivia Taza, who won by decision as well. And JT Torres defeated Majid Hage as well via decision. Probably butchered those names, so for that I apologize, but good solid fight. So if anyone gets a chance, definitely would recommend all of the fights. There were 2 finishes and then a few decisions, but all good events. So yeah, definitely give a watch for those. This leads to the co-main event, which we had Giancarlo versus Pedro Marinho. Solid fight, loved the match. So 2 behemoths in their own right. So we had Pedro Marinho, previous champion, IFBJJ Nogi champion, monster in his own right. And then you had Giancarlo, who's just come off a recent ADCC championship win. And both massive beasts. Giancarlo currently trains at New Wave Jiu-Jitsu with Mr. Danaher and amongst the other behemoths there too. So good solid fight. Pedro Marinho landed a good solid takedown at the beginning. Marinho just was on top for most of the fight, doing like solid pace, keeping up, attacking most of the time. And Giancarlo had really good defense. It was a good solid match. So in the end, Pedro Marinho also holds the who's number one light heavyweight championship. So he also holds that. So he was defending that and won via decision. I think it's a solid fight. And Giancarlo is very young. So 25, 26 from memory. I think that's going to be a solid fight in the future. I think Giancarlo, he's going to be huge, and he's currently huge in his own right. I think he's going to be really good to watch, and it'll be good to see a rematch with those two later down the track, because I think the result might be a bit different. I think Giancarlo could win a second time. So the main event was, as said earlier, Felipe Pena versus Nicky Rodriguez, or otherwise known as Nicky Rod. Good solid fight. So match is 30 minutes, sorry, should have mentioned that. So solid fight. At the beginning, pretty good. Pretty much they didn't really do too much. They kind of just went and attacked. Nicky Rod attacked most of the match. Pena kind of defended. He was very much more active. He was taking back. He took back. So very active guard, and Nicky Rod struggled to pass multiple times. So really good game in that sense. And I'm sure everyone knows who these 2 behemoths are. So Pena, multiple world champion, and has beaten Mr. Gordon Ryan twice. So that's why a lot of people wanted to see that original match. And you got Nicky Rod with the recent beef with Gordon Ryan. He's also a behemoth in himself, and he's I think 2-time runner-up ADCC champion and won multiple tournaments as well. So both behemoths in that. So coming back to the match, Nicky Rod as well attacked legs twice. I think they were both right legs, and he was attacking the heel hook. He inverted, so they were really good attacks. And they were pretty close. Pena, you could see, was, I don't want to say struggling, but he was worried about those attempts. And in the end, Pena came out victorious. I don't know about the decision. I can see the decision going either way. So Nicky obviously went for more of the attacks, and Pena not so much, but he controlled it. So I guess entertaining wise, it probably wasn't the most entertaining, but I can see how Pena won that. So good fight, back and forth. If you get the chance, definitely have a watch, and Pena came out victorious. And then at the end, he calls out Gordon Ryan and sees if he can get a match this week, which probably won't happen. Something interesting did come out of that Nicky Rod did kind of call out Pena with greasing. So I don't know if this actually happened, but we can break it down what greasing actually is in the video, in the next video, if people would like. That sums up the big weekend in jiu-jitsu. So look after yourselves, stay beautiful, and look after. Yeah, see yous.